Mango, thank you for joining in. I 100% appreciate you. Mango reached out a hand to me a long while ago and has been nothing but kind, generous, and filled with friendship. And I 100% appreciate you, Mango. I want to take us over to a little area where we are going to see it, and I'm going to have just a couple of little discussion. No, wait a minute, not the moon. What am I doing? I want Nessus because I like the color palette on Nessus. And there's a certain tree over here where the reds are beautiful. They are beautiful. Thank you, Speakeasy Bob, for the lurk. Stone Mason, you're here just in time. We're going to be speaking with Mango. It's going to be a 10 questions with Mango. I am Ransom Rider. This is my favorite game, Destiny 2. And today's featured guest is Mango. Mango hails to us from the wonderful country of Germany. I've had the fortune to be there, to be able to see some of the sights, to be a tourist. I was absolutely thrilled. Many of you may know them for their beautiful Christmas work that they do. Germany has some of the most exquisite Christmas items that you will ever see. Everything is super high quality, made from wood, hand carved, paper maches. Schaller would be one of the companies I've actually visited and looked at their Santa Clauses. Yeah, I believe in Christmas. I love a good present, and I love a beautiful nutcracker from the Schaller company. But there are many really phenomenal ones. Also, Germany gave us two of the really, well, more than two, because they also gave us Volkswagen. But as an enthusiast, Porsche and Mercedes, headquartered in Germany, Weissach and Stuttgart, yeah, give me a whole load of. Why can't I get up there? Give me a whole load of Porsches, 911, Boxsters, any of them, really. Vintage, new, I want them all. I want them all. Mango, thank you for hanging out. Mango, will you tell our audience who might be viewing or watching this later, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Mango from Germany, and I've been playing Destiny since it came out in 2017 on PC, so Destiny 2.
So Mango, you were there for the Red War because I think
Yeah.
I think it launched on PC with the Red War, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I remember gamers everywhere, the established elites all switched to PC when Destiny launched really to PC. All right, now Mango, we're going to start. These are just some general fun questions. If you're doing your raid and you're going to be a coach, Mango has informed us that she will be coaching a really spectacular group of Guardians. Mango, who's going to be on your team that you're coaching? You've told us Zemo, Vendetta, all the players. Who are the final three? Can you tell us?
So we have a friend from Elysium called Dadbot, or Alex.
I love Dadbot. I played with him several times. We've run a couple of onslaughts or pantheons together. He's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Then we have a friend of Dadbot called Arax, and a friend from, I believe it's Vendetta, called Zazzy. Pretty sure he used to be on
Zazzy
Vendetta's
Rock?
old team.
Zazzy Rock is going to be with you guys?
That's no, not Snazzy Rock, Zazzy.
Oh,
That's,
okay, okay. All right. I was going to say, holy cow. I think this is in the bag. I think it's in the bag. And you will be tuned into them via the modern technologies, voodoo magic. You'll be watching and coaching.
Yep. Well, I will be mainly watching different streams of other streamers.
Oh, Mango.
So,
You're going
yeah,
to
I'm gonna
be
be
gathering
watching-
information from the field.
Yes.
I am liking your strategy here at Mango. It gets me excited about what's to come. Guardians, the road ahead has been very dark. And Mango's strategy with the fire team that she has grouped together it's going to shine a light, and it's going to be exciting to watch it reveal. Mango, the best gamer foods. Give advice to people that are going to be doing the raids, that do high-end content, that are in their chair for a while. What are your favorite gamer foods?
Are we talking healthy or?
No, just
Anything.
no. Don't give me an answer you think that I might want. I want. What do you eat when you're sitting down and you're going to be coaching this team? What will you have handy so that you don't have to say, "Hey, I've got to go to the kitchen and cook a meal." Your gamer foods, your snacks. Mine is chicken nuggets or chicken fingers, little chicken strips. But you tell me what you're gonna have.
So, whenever I play games in general, I really don't like eating food that you have to touch with your hands because then I have to clean my hands again
I
over and over, and it's a
understand.
waste of time. So usually, I eat cereal and drink Red Bull.
Red Bull and cereal. Red Bull, it gives you wings. It's and it helps you stay alert because we know there's some extra caffeine in there. So cereal and Red Bull is your go-to.
Shout out Red Bull Yellow.
Red Bull Yellow, and I have never had a Red Bull in my life. I know I do occasionally tune in to the Red Bull racing teams, and I've certainly seen their advertisements. What is that flavor? Is it a lemon flavor? What would it be? Red Bull
Um,
Yellow,
Yellow was like a summer edition tropical flavor. No, it's just a regular. But it's I'm not sure what's in it.
but it's
Probably
delicious.
mango. It is delicious, yeah.
All right. Where did you get your gamer tag Mango Luck? Where did that come from? And I see just Mango here on the screen. Tell us where that came from.
So my actual gamer tag is La Mango with a 4 instead of an A, and that's just from when I was young. I had Mango as a nickname pretty early on, like IRL. And the luck came from the Destiny community. Some of my friends like to say that like I bring luck. So
Mango, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Now, your career started in Destiny on PC. Think back over these years, and it's been a number of years. You said 2018. What has been your greatest moment inside of Destiny?
so I didn't really start going into endgame all that much until Forsaken because I was just new to the game and very casual. So I think my greatest moment was when I actually did when Forsaken came out, I did a legit Riven with some people from Elysium. Back
And
then
you
it
shot
was
the
my
eyes
early
out. Is
barricade.
that what you mean,
Yeah.
Mango? You shot the eyes out.
Yep. That felt really good. My first low man, which was Leviathan, also felt really
Mango.
good. 2-man.
That's exciting because so many of our players today did not get to experience Leviathan. And you low manned Leviathan.
Yeah, I did 2-man.
2-man. And I remember those dogs in the garden. They were so healthy. That health bar was 5 kilometers long. If you're here in America, miles and miles of health bar to get those dogs down. And the gauntlet was always a challenge. So you were booking it. And there was I don't remember there being a fast mode of travel back in those days. There was no eager edge, was there?
No. Well, post Warmind, there really wasn't anything but Blink, especially for Gauntlet. Also, just to note that you can't 2-man Leviathan as a whole, you had to do a checkpoint. But
Okay.
for Gauntlet, yeah, you used Blink, and then post Warmind, you get World Line Zero.
Yes, World Line
that came out
Zero.
Yeah, so pre-Warmind, no Word Line Zero, and then afterwards you had Word Line Skating, which was just the sword and the jump, essentially, and
Yes.
was very similar to Well Skating now.
And
speed-wise.
there was a time, Mango, when I loved that sword. You know, I was crazy about it. I used it for a while. Now, how did you work with Callus? Because one person, I guess, went over and shot in the Taken realm. You know, the big head of Callus spewing out those little skulls. And wasn't
Yeah.
that random?
Yeah, so how it worked, if I remember it correctly, was I was in the Void Realm, the catwalk towards Callus, and what you
Yes.
had to do was essentially crouch slide against the pull because it like kept pulling you, right?
Yes.
So you had to crouch slide and then you call out the symbol that you see, and there was actually a pattern to it because you did need to call out 3 symbols with a full team. But if there was only one player in there, if you call out a symbol, then there you kind of can do the math with the pattern, and you know which Scion to kill on the other side. So you kill the Scion, and then you keep sliding and kill all the enemies in there.
It was
and then
it
kill
was
the souls.
tough, wasn't it, Mango?
It was pretty
Viewers,
tough.
I want you to know what Mango is telling you here is really spectacular because many 6-man teams simply did not have success in Leviathan. And I remember, you know, we as a group, Coterie of Arms, we had difficulties in there. Getting everything down, working through the mechanics, we had a lot of difficulties with it. And even today, you know, just going back a moment to what Mango said about Riven shooting the eyes out. Having done many of those, I've only done shoot the eyes out twice. And do you think, Mango, when Riven is put into Pantheon, do you think we'll need to shoot the eyes out to get the score to get
Oh, for sure.
Godslayer?
There's, well, we will see how it works because if we do have the full encounter where we separate the teams, then yeah, I think we will have to do it the regular way. But if it's just a damage check on Riven, then we can probably still cheese it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Do
we do
the
enough
what do
damage.
you guys do? The sword, and do you do tractor cannon, or how do you
Yeah.
handle it?
Yeah, sword and tractor cannon.
Yeah, which is what we always do when we go in there. Now you've given us your best moment. Think back and Mango, what has been like a low point for you? What's been a low point inside the Destiny game?
Far back?
Or just recent, whenever it may have happened. What is like a memory from gaming inside of Destiny that you might not, you know, that was kind of a low point for you?
I don't know if I want to talk about that.
Don't. If you don't want to talk about it, I mean, people have heard
So-
me tell a story about when, you know, a group of Guardians sent me a message through in-game chat and said, we need you to leave because we want our friends into Escalation Protocol. And had they said nicely, Mango, had they simply said, hey, would you mind giving this space so that, you know, our team can get in here? Because back in the day, you know, the maps will only hold so many people in public spaces, and so you had to leave. I knew that. We had played that game, and had those guys asked nicely, I would have simply left. You know, there's plenty of servers, there's plenty of room, but they told me I had to leave, and that set off a whole series of events that's like my worst experience ever inside of Destiny, and that was Destiny 2. A rotten group of Guardians attacked me then, and it was awful. And I would have simply, at that point, I would have stayed there until the game sent me to space because of how they treated me. But let's skip over that, Mango, because sometimes those memories are so rotten you don't want to revisit them.
I can keep it vague.
Okay.
So, essentially, that was around. I don't really remember. It was pretty far back, but I was very involved in like the endgame community. I really loved low manning, speedrunning, all of that. Day ones. But back then, the endgame community was pretty toxic, especially towards women. And I think it was around Season of the Seraph where you got the Warmind cells and stuff like that, where
Yes.
I really just lost passion for the game because it was hard to find people to play with.
Yes.
And I feel like I've kind of lost the spark and dedication I've had at the beginning of the game. Like nowadays, I like don't even really low man. I don't race. I mean, I do the day one, but after I coach, obviously.
Yes. I understand because there have been, I try to stay positive, Mango, and I like to look at the brighter side of what's going on in Destiny. But Mango brought up a very valid point. Sometimes you will encounter a guardian that's been led astray on a path of darkness, and they don't really convey what a guardian should convey. Get those revives, be good to your teammates, have that team spirit, because together we can win it. Separated, it might not be that easy, especially when you're low manning. And usually, Mango, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I have never really low manned. Well, I've done single Grandmaster, but solo. And I consider that as low as you can go, 1.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah.
But tell our viewers who may not be familiar with it what low man is.
So, in a lot of the raids, there's either the entire raid or multiple encounters where you can actually do the mechanics with less than 6 people. And it started off with for fun, but there's also like third-party trackers now, like Raid Report, that give you funny little tags on your raid if you do it 3-man or 2-man. So it's essentially just like more challenging, having to balance the mechanics and the ad clear. Even more challenging if you want to get the low man and the flawless done at the same time. That's what some people do.
Stop! I'm feeling pain already. I'm feeling pain. Ultimately, what Mango is really just saying here, it's tough. When you are low manning, you have to be spot on. You have to know exactly what's going on. And it doesn't happen like immediately. You don't go in normally and your first one, success. You try, you practice, you go back in, you do it again and again. Okay, now if you had to choose a favorite game, Mango, what is your all-time favorite game? And it can be from the past, the present, just one that you loved and you think of it as your favorite game.
Oof. People are gonna not like that, but I feel like League of Legends has been a game that I can consistently come back to and enjoy with my friends.
And Mango, have you taken home jackpots from League of Legends competitive?
Not really. Like, I can't say that I played super competitively. I used to play ranked, but yeah, like for most people, the good thing about League of Legends really is if you don't take it too seriously and don't play it too competitively. That's where like the fun comes from, playing with friends. For me, at least.
When was League of Legends released? Do you know?
2009.
2009. And have you been playing since 2009?
Nope. I played like on a really bad laptop when I was 14. That was season 3, so 2013.
Nice. But that is your favorite game.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to have to tune in, and I hope you stream it and I get a chance to watch you play. If you were in the real world, Mango, the real world, what would be your dream job?
Being an artist.
An artist.
Mm-hmm.
And are you an artist now?
Yeah, I do art. Right now, I mainly just do some emotes for friends here and there, but I...
Girl, I'm gonna need a cute Mango emote for my channel. I have zero artistic talent.
Sure, I can make emotes for you.
So you have an artist soul and you have the talent to actually make it come to life. On a computer, do you normally use, like a physical pen and paper, or do your work mainly on a computer?
I practice with pen and paper sometimes, but I mainly do it on a graphics tablet.
Now, I'm going to have to look you up on X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm not sure if I follow you or not, because do you post any of
You
your
do.
work on Twitter?
I do, but it's a bit messy on my Twitter. If you want, I can send you my portfolio, though.
Oh my gosh, Mango. I love art, and for years, I was involved with figurine and water globe, snow globe, and statuary production for a company called San Francisco Music Box. We made music boxes. Germany does a lot of beautiful music boxes. We worked with Schaller and several German companies to do nutcrackers that had music boxes. And I can describe what I want, but when it comes to drawing it, I can't even get out a stick figure. But in my mind, I see it beautifully detailed. So I've often sat with artists in the past, before I retired, I would sit with artists and I would explain what I want, and they would actually draw it out for me. And I was always thrilled to see an artist in action bringing thoughts to life. So congratulations on having that talent. You're rare. That's like 1 in 5 million, 10 million. So rare. And I would love, send me a couple through Discord. I would love to see them. Mango, if you were asked, if I came up to you today and said, dream vacation, anywhere you want to go, whatever you want to do, what would your dream vacation be?
So I really like the winter. I would love to go to like a snowy place up north, like Norway, but I also really like Japan. So Japan during the winter.
Oh, the
or
snow
Norway.
monkeys. Yeah, it would be so fun. I've been to Japan, but I didn't get to do that kind of thing. So a winter wonderland would be your dream vacation.
Yep,
Do you have the clothes for the winter wonderland?
I do.
I travel to New York sometimes for Christmas, and it's like, man, I'm searching through my winter wardrobe trying to find the heaviest coat, because for me it's frigid. But I have been up north, in Canada and some of the places where it is extremely cold. Guardians, there are many different levels of cold. I definitely like it when it's 28 to 30, and I feel like that's you can go out in that for a little bit of length of time. Proper gear though, always proper gear.
I got my snow outfit on right now.
Oh, you sure do. Is that from Europa?
I think so.
Yeah, that's Europa. You're ready. Snow boots. They're ready to go. All right, now just some things for fun, Mango. What is your favorite movie?
I don't
Don't
know.
be
I
shy.
think I really
Don't be
like
shy.
the-
No X-rated titles. No X-rated titles.
No X-rated. I don't know what X-rated would be.
Adult.
This
Very adult.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
does it
Pirates
go?
of the Caribbean. Disney.
I really like that series.
Yeah, I like it too. I thought it was a ton of fun. The first one just, entranced me totally. I loved it. Now, your favorite TV show, and I know you have a lot of different television from what we consume in America and some of the other countries that are watching, but what is your favorite TV show?
Huh. So, TV show, I would say Hannibal. Oh, wait, that's X-rated. I'm pretty sure. Never mind.
No, Hannibal.
I take it back.
Hannibal was, consumer television here, so you're A-okay. And what
Oh, it was?
attracted you to that? Was it, the suspense and what was happening? The whole do they know, don't they know? Have you watched all of it, or is it still being broadcast?
I watched all of it. Unfortunately, it got dropped.
Yeah,
so I never
it's
really
on
finished.
Netflix, I think now, or Prime. It's on one of the big services.
Prime.
Yeah. And are you a reader? Do you read a lot of like novels, books, magazines?
I used to. Yeah.
And Mango, are you in your 20s?
Yes, I am 25.
25. Okay. You know, it's so funny that most of the folks that I've been speaking with on this series of 10 questions with Ransom, everybody's in their 20s. Everybody is in their 20s. So I'm like, I am Grandpa. And I don't, you know, if you send me a message and it's titled Grandpa, I'm okay with that. I don't mind because I am Grandpa. I feel like I'm rare inside of Destiny and the gaming
Oh, for
world.
sure.
So few
Yeah.
of us that over the age of 55 are playing games. And we grew up with the original Atari 2600. I had that. I had Pong on my
Oh.
Atari 2600. And I had Game Boys. I had the original PlayStation, you know, the original Xbox. I've had them all. I've lived through it. Pixelation, I'm not a fan. And I know it's like looking back, there's so many people that say, oh, I love pixelation. Because I had it through all these gaming years. Pixelation is a no for me. It's a no. In closing out, Mango, what advice would you give to someone that's just getting into gaming inside of Destiny or in gaming in general? What advice would you give them as a player who's experienced and been around the block?
Uh, so for gaming in general, I would say definitely find a community that is open and kind-hearted. Try not to fall into those teenage echo chambers online. I think that's a pretty important one. Like keep your mind open and find lots of friends, lots of different kind of people, meet everyone you can. And for Destiny specifically, I would say find a group of nice people to raid with because raids are the most enjoyable content in my opinion.
They are. And they tend to bring people together, and the other extreme opposite tear people apart. You know, every time you go into in game content with a big group that you maybe haven't played with as much as you need to, just lay down, you know, the one basic rule. What's done in the raid really like stays in the raid. If you get a little bit disgruntled, upset, it's easy to, you know, be felt like your opinion's not heard when it comes to mechanics of a raid. I remember Mango when we did of Nightmares. You know, there were like two bosses, two chefs in the kitchen, and ultimately there needs to be one that would make that final decision. On your team, who is going to be that final say and what gets to be done? Now, I know it needs to be a democracy. Everybody's voice needs to be heard, but somebody has to say, let's try it this way right now. Who is that person going to be on your team?
Um, I'm not sure. It might
You've
be
got big
even
personalities on your team. I'm just wondering who gets that final, let's try it this way right now.
if we had a mediator, it would probably be either Vendetta or Dadbot.
Okay. All right. Dadbot or Vendetta. And I often, you know, listening to Vendetta, he is, you know, very even kill. He speaks just evenly, soothing. He's very easy to
Mm-hmm.
listen to. I think he will be probably excellent for that position. The final word in your team. I want to thank you, Mango, first and foremost, for being just an upstanding guardian, for reaching a hand out to me. Guardians, I really consider myself like a D-list player in a world
No.
where I admire a lot of triple S tier, meaning they're top notch. I watch these players. I dream of what can be. You know, I do have dreams about me playing inside of Destiny and, you know, trying to be better. We all want to try to do better. We want those titles, those weapons, those rewards. And when we speak here today with Mango, we can envision what is possible. And Mango, thank you for hanging out with me and thank you for that friendship. It means the world to me. And I
Thank
hope that
you.
you always have a good team at your back that's going to get that revive. Guardians, a big hand to Mango Luck, Mango here in the game. Just a wonderful guest today, and I 100% appreciate you, Mango. Thank you.
I appreciate you too.